All right, everybody, as you know, we're at the whiteboard, and that means we like to get into the numbers a bit in our segment, At the Whiteboard. And joining me at the whiteboard today is the President and CEO of Ross Mortgage, Rob Kalagher. Rob, how are you?
Great, Chuck. It's great to be here. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, and I want to delve into this really important issue because over the last couple of years, there's been no issue bigger than mortgage rates and interest rates in general. So the question now becomes, we need some help in understanding if refinancing is a good idea right now. So we have some tips up here on what to do in a refi situation.
Sure. The most important thing you want to consider is savings, and what you want to look at is the monthly savings versus the long-term savings.
Mm-hmm.
Are you more interested in your monthly cash flow, or do you want to save $70,000 to $100,000 by knocking the term down by 8 to 10 years?
Okay, so we can even put this one right up top. You know,
yeah, it's the most important.
Yeah, and then we have the question that I get asked all the time: is now a good time? When's a good time to refinance? I guess that's got to be sort of an individual situation, right?
Right now is really the best time to refinance.
Okay.
Rates are at an all-time low, so you really don't want to miss out on this. So.
And roughly how low are rates in compare of to all-time highs? What's the scale there?
Right now we're looking at mid to low threes, and when I got in the business, over 20 years ago, a good rate was considered, 11 or 12.
Oh wow, so that is a big difference.
Huge.
So obviously the cost of refinancing has got to play a role. Your company doesn't do this for free as well as a lot of mortgage companies. How big of a role does cost play in whether or not you refinance at this point?
Well, you've got two options here. The first one is for you to pay the closing costs.
Okay.
The second one is to roll them into the loan.
Okay.
What's going to happen if you pay the closing costs yourself is you're going to actually get a lower rate. If you roll them into the loan or you have the lender pay them, the savings up front is going to be better, but long term it's going to cost you a little more. Okay,
and speaking of terms, we're wondering, are people still doing the traditional 30-year mortgages, or are people even going out 50 years, or are they doing the 20s? I know, you hear all these different timelines, but what are the terms people are choosing?
30 is the limit right now. 30-year term is the limit, but we're seeing more and more people choose the 15 and 20-year option. They're choosing to save a little less or pay a little more on the monthly payments, but knock up to 15 years off the term of the loan.
Well, if we're saving money, we have a good term, the cost is reasonable, and if it's the right time for us, it would be reasonable to expect that they give a firm like yours a call, or anybody who does mortgages for that matter, to help them whether refinancing. I mean, that's got to be the big question right now.
Right. Right.
Absolutely. Well, Rob, thank you for joining me at the whiteboard. And certainly if there's any breaking news in the interest rate world or the real estate world, we're going to be sure to have you on the program because of all the people I know, you seem to know the most about it. I don't know.
Thanks, Chuck.
All right. If you'd like more information on Rob Kalagher, visit him at his website, rossmortgageco.com.